I think sometimes the difficulties are that in order to demonstrate effectiveness in new areas, you have to invest across a whole portfolio of options. It's not that you can just pick in advance exactly which technologies, which types of reforms are going to be successful. So I think anytime you are managing an investment portfolio, but especially when you are managing a public investment portfolio, you have to have evaluation of what is being produced at the level first of the portfolio itself. You're going to lose on some because you're going to win on others. You have to hedge. You have to understand that the success of any of these technologies is not just a matter of hardware. It's a matter of the organizational strategies from firms. It's a matter of the policies and the institutions that are there. So what you're evaluating is an interaction between policy, industrial behavior, and hardware. These are not easy things to do, but I think unless they are thought out carefully at the beginning, what we get is public finance that may follow established patterns or relationships, or really are not adequately adapted to the risks that have to be taken in order to deal with systemic change. At a certain point, as Asia becomes richer, and as Asia develops its own human capacities, and as Asia faces higher resource prices, it will make sense for Asia to move from being largely a taker of technology to a developer of new breakthrough technologies. It's a combination of policies, it's a combination of attitudes, it's willingness to tolerate failure, because you are going to fail in these technologies, and it's a combination of public and private activities which work very closely together between universities, institutes that do early stage research, often with government money, and industry that applies it as long as it can capture the profits that such innovations demand. I think at this point, most of the Asian innovation systems are not focused on these sets of necessary attributes because it has not been necessary for Asia to grow up until now. But looking out over the next decades, it will be, not simply to manage the risks of climate change, but for Asia, again, to follow a development pattern that is more consistent with the historical stage and the evolution of its own development and the evolution of national policies that are designed to keep that economic growth on track as the people need.